the new vampire movie Twilight. Kristen Stewart is with us this morning. Now, Twilight's turning out to be quite a big deal, isn't it? #1 movie in the States. Did you expect all of this fuss?
Not expected at all.
Now, the books have sold millions worldwide. You must have felt quite a bit of pressure playing a character like Bella Swan.
Yeah, she is, definitely. She's like the eyes of the story. You experience everything through her. She's like the vessel. But I was rather unaware of... We knew that we had a pretty fanatical fan base, but we did think that it was exclusive. We thought it was small. Unless I feel that pressure for any movie, whether it's self-inflicted or because other people expect a lot from it, I can't do it. I have to feel that.
Now, there are 4 books in the series. Does this mean there's going to be 4 movies?
Hopefully. We have no idea. I mean, the second one's been greenlit, but from there, we're not sure.
So I hear the second movie's set in Italy. Does this mean you're off out to Italy to go and film it?
Yeah, we're going to go to Italy. Which is great, because we always thought if we ever made the second one, we wouldn't have enough money to do it. We have to make some soundstage in Valencia look like Italy.
As far as this film is concerned, it's quite action-packed all the way, really. There's some amazing scenes, though, set at the top of trees. How much of that was really up at the top of a tree, and how much of that was in the studio?
We did 1 day of green screen, and it was probably crap, too, because me and Rob were, unable to...
This is Rob Pattinson, isn't it? This is your co-star in Twilight. He's one of the guys who was in the recent Harry Potter movies.
Yeah. So we did most of the stunts and
wow, it looks quite scary up there. How are you with heights?
Oh, not bad. It would have been terrifying if I had a problem with heights.
How jealous were you of your male co-stars in the film who got to do all the flying around on ropes and jumping around and all that stuff?
Yeah, a little bit, because all that was sort of mindless, and everything that I had to do in the movie was always so exhausting. It's like you shake up a bottle of pop and you're never able to pop the top, and they sort of get to move like cats and growl at each other, and I thought that would have been fun.
Now, if it's okay, I'd like to take you back a little while. You started acting when you were very, very young. I think you were about 8 or 9. How did you balance that with your school stuff?
Yeah, I was 9, actually. It's really difficult. I'm now done with school and set, but to wrap your mind around, you have 3 hours of school a day, and then you have to go, do your job, and they pull you back and forth constantly. So to try to, it throws you for a loop. I really feel for child actors. Any one of them, it's like that's the hardest job on set.
I can only imagine what it must be like to grow up on the screen. I mean, it's tough enough to go through your teenage years anyway, but without it having to be on a big 50-foot wide screen, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great. You can see me from age 9 growing. It's horrifyingly embarrassing.
Now, you've worked with some incredible people over the years. I mean, people like Jodie Foster in Panic Room. In Zathura, you worked with Tim Robbins. You were in Land of Women with Meg Ryan. You worked with Sean Penn in Into the Wind. And What Just Happened, one of my favourite recent movies with Robert De Niro, Sean Penn and Bruce Willis. What's the best bit of advice any one of those people has ever given to you?
Actually, I usually don't know how to answer that question because just being around them, you have to sort of take note and absorb what you can because most of the time you don't get direct advice. But recently somebody said something that was really interesting, and they told me that they actually heard it from Jodie Foster, and it was literally just one word: access. And you're an actor. Don't just be an actor. Use it. You can pick up the phone and pretty much talk to anybody, and you're sitting on this pile of money. And
I guess she's saying don't shut yourself away.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, a lot of actors, they do have a problem with this side of the job, which you're doing at the moment. The whole interview thing and the promoting of a film. Is this something that you've had a problem with? Do you have issues with it?
No, I have big issues with it, actually. Yeah, no, I'm terrible at it. You have very fleeting moments. It's like, okay, in 2 minutes, you're going to now have to sum up something that you've worked on for 3 months and also the rest of your career and try to be funny at the same time.
Well, listen, I've got no complaints. You've been fantastic to talk to.
Thank you.
Well, what next, then, after Twilight for you?
Well, we do New Moon in March, I think. Which is the second installment, and I've just been cast, which is also an incredibly daunting thought and filled with lots of responsibility. I've just been cast as Joan Jett in The Runaways.
So you're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you very much for talking to us today, Kristen. All the best with Twilight. I know it's going to be a massive hit, and all the best for the future as well. Take care. Bye-bye.